Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Danielle and welcome to my first cleaning video. So this is not my first YouTube channel, but this is my first YouTube channel that is strictly designated to cleaning motivation. Now I'll get into a little bit of backstory on who I am and why I make these videos and all that good stuff, but obviously you're here to see some cleaning motivation, so let me just give you a brief overview. This video is going to be jam-packed with cleaning the master bathroom, the kids' bathroom, the guest bathroom, the kitchen, the floors, and it is a great video to get things done. Now, let me give you a little bit of a guide of what this video is like. So you'll see a little timer at the top left-hand corner, and that is just giving you a gauge of how much time is left with me cleaning that specific room. So if you're one of those people that like to know when is this cleaning segment ending, then that is your guide right there. If that's something that you like, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, let me know that that's helpful. If you don't enjoy that, let me know as well, because that is helpful for me to know how to frame these videos up in the best way possible for you all to enjoy it and get the most out of it. I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit, let y'all enjoy a little bit of music, and then I'll come back and introduce myself and let's get to know each other. So all of the stuff on the kitchen countertop was felt that I was using and cutting up to put together a VBS craft. And yeah, it kind of took over the kitchen for a couple of days, and it was time for it to go and be put in a corner somewhere and not on our kitchen countertop. So I definitely needed to clear that off. Our house is kind of an open concept, so anything that's on the counters in the kitchen, it just makes the whole house feel cluttered. I don't know, that's just how I feel. When things are all over the countertops, I definitely cannot think straight. So I was happy to clear that off and obviously get some dishes done so that we can have a clean sink before the next meal comes around. Look at that sparkle. We got the stove cleaned, all the counters cleared, the dishes were clean, the sink was clean. And now it's time to move on to the master bedroom. Dun, dun, dun. This place is a mess, and honestly, it is so hard to keep clean, specifically because whenever we get the laundry done, I just take it to my room because it's kind of, I don't know. I don't really know why. Actually, I don't really have a reason. We just moved into this house a few months ago, and I'm still trying to find my groove of where to do stuff. We have a laundry room that does have countertops there, but then that place kind of becomes a dumping ground. And so, yeah, I'm still trying to find my groove, but the key was to get the laundry put away. I did pull the sheets off the bed so that I could get that clean. I have a designated day that I like to clean the sheets. So Fridays for me and my husband's bed, and then for the kids, I do either Thursday or Saturday. Had all of this yarn all over the place because I was trying to figure out, what do I keep, what do I give away and donate. And just a little backstory, I'm a major crafter, so I love to crochet, sew, embroider. I'm into rhinestoning right now a little bit, like rhinestoning tumblers, and so I always have crafts somewhere, but it's just become a point in time where I don't crochet enough and I have too much yarn. And so I actually ended up donating that whole bag of yarn a couple days later because I'm trying to declutter, trying to get ready for school, you just want a fresh start for the school year. And that means in our house, we just have to get rid of stuff. So that's what I did. But got everything clean, got the sheets back on the bed after it was washed and dried, and then a good vacuum line. Everybody loves some good vacuum lines, don't you? I know you're probably like, why are you in different clothes? I'm in different clothes because this is a different day. And obviously you cannot get all the cleaning done in one day, guys. You can't. Like, there are certain things that you can get off of your to-do list, but trying to clean a whole house in one day is impossible. Like, literally you would have to not do anything else. Hardly eat, hardly sleep, can't interact with your family. Like, it's just not realistic. And although I love a clean house, I have to come to grips with, like, you have to break it up. It has to be in different days. So there's probably 2 days out the week that we really do enjoy a very, very clean house. And then the other days, the other 5 days, we're just maintaining. So it's okay. But the following day, I did the floors. So the floors were yuck. They needed to be swept, Swiffered. And then I actually have this machine that is a steamer and a floor cleaner all in one. So I did that on the floors because it sanitizes the floors when you get a good steam, and it just gets the rest of the little gunk off the floor. So all right, moving on to the Big Daddy. This is the master bathroom, which takes up the most of my time. It's a larger space, but it's also kind of a bathroom is gross. So you got to get in there, you got to scrub real good and then sanitize it and do all the things. So I start usually over at the sink. I clean the countertops, and then I move on to the other areas. Typically, I like to save the toilet for last, again, because it's kind of the grossest spot in the bathroom. But it takes me a little bit of time to just really scrub and clean. Now, the cleaning products that I use are very basic. Most of the time I'm using either Branch Basics, baking soda, but lately I've been using hydrogen peroxide and baking soda, and then I'll come back over with a disinfectant spray. Sometimes I switch it up, but there I am right there mixing up the hydrogen peroxide concentrate to make my own little mix. And then I use the spray away to clean the mirrors. Spray away is so strong, like the smell is so ridiculously strong, but it does clean so well that I just kind of deal with it for the moment. Hydrogen peroxide is also supposed to be good for cleaning mirrors and glass, but I just like the spray away. I sprayed the shower first so that the hydrogen peroxide and the baking soda can kind of sit for a little bit before I go back in and scrub. It just makes it easier to get up everything. And then I went over to the bathtub to clean that while that sat. I promised that I would share a little bit about myself so that you can get to know me. So here we go. My name is Danielle. Like I said, I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 4 children. Their ages are 10, 8, 7, and 4. Me and my husband are college sweethearts. We have been married for almost 13 years. And oh yes, I forgot to tell y'all my age. I am 35 years old. So the funny thing is, I don't necessarily love cleaning. I don't necessarily enjoy cleaning, but I definitely love the benefits that come with cleaning. So I love having a clean home, an environment, my space that is clean and clear, because it just helps my mind really think clearly. If you hear my kids in the background, don't mind them. They're having them a good old time watching, I think, like a guy restore cars or something. But anyways, so I know that I love it. My family benefits from it as well because they're able to know where things are, everything's in its place, and it just helps things really run smoothly. So just to give you a little heads up, like, you don't have to love cleaning in order to do it. You don't have to be like this cleaning guru in order to have a clean home. You just have to take it bit by bit, take it day by day, do one task at a time. A lot of times as a stay-at-home mom, I want to just do everything all at once so that everything can be checked off of the to-do list. But like I said earlier, it's just not realistic. What has helped me the most is knowing what days that I'm doing what and making sure that it is attainable and not some type of lofty goal. In light of homemaking, if you know what you're doing and when you're doing it and how you're doing it, it really does lessen the chaos and lessen the feeling of overwhelm. And this has been just my experience in the failures and the successes, if you would say, of doing this for about 10 years. I thought this was hilarious. I came around the corner to come clean the kids' bathroom, and I saw that the kids were playing some kind of hospital game. And so that's what you see. There's nothing wrong with my son. There's nothing wrong with the kids. They're just being silly and playing hospital, apparently. We're nearing the end of the video with cleaning up the guest bathroom, and if you made it this far, I want to thank you for watching. I hope that this gave you some type of motivation to clean whatever space that you have in mind. My goal is to do 2 videos a week of cleaning motivation, and I'll play with the different formats, time lapse, real time, original sound, things like that. But again, you all give me your feedback on what you most enjoy watching. I'll see y'all on the next one.